So I remember when I created my first morning ritual. As I said, it was exercises. Now listen, going to the gym, working out, running is not that hard to do. It wasn't hard to do for me. In fact, it was actually pleasant. I enjoyed running. I had my headphones. It was actually a moment where I can be with myself. And it was actually a good thing. But I found that even though it was a good thing and it was healthy to do, I wasn't doing it. In the beginning, I wasn't doing it. And I stepped back and I tried to figure out why it was that I wasn't doing this, what was stopping me. Right? And it was these moments of anticipated pain. Except it wasn't pain, I think it was kind of laziness. You see, I would do this. I would set my alarm clock for, 5:30 or 6 o'clock. And my alarm would go off. And I would turn over and instead of getting up, I would actually hit something called the snooze button. Now the snooze button is a fabulous invention because it allows you to press a button and sleep longer. Right? So I would do that. I would hit my snooze button, sleep longer. Hit it again, hit it again. I hit it again until finally I didn't have any time to work out. I was rushing out the door, right? Almost late for work, right? Wasn't working out. By the end of the day, I was too tired to do anything else. I didn't have time. I felt frustrated. I was burnt out. There had to be another way. So I did what these patients did in the study. I planned around it. I found that my moment of pain, my inflection point was getting out of the bed. Once I could do that, right, everything was fine. So what I did was I took my alarm clock and I put it at the end of the room to where I had to get out of bed. I had to get out of bed and walk across the room to turn it off. Right? Next to my alarm clock, I had a full bottle of water. And I would drink my water first thing in the morning. At first, it was kind of hard to stomach because I'm not a big, huge water drinker. But hydrating yourself has so many benefits. And for some reason, when I would do that in the morning, it would actually kind of, get something going, right? I felt kind of hydrated. So I would drink my water, and then I would do some type of little stretch or jumping jack or push-up, right? And then I would go to the bathroom, brush my teeth, wash my face, and I was ready. Put my shoes on and out the door, right? And I would do my gym, my workout, my run, whatever it was, right? But here's what I had to do. I had to plan around the moment that I would give up. You are in a field where you help people make goals, right? We do this all the time with clients who struggle with addictions, right? They come in our office, we write down their plan, we set their goals with them, and we do what I'm telling you to do, right? See, we know how to do this already. We know how to plan for the inflection points with our clients. It's called relapse prevention in addiction, if you think about it, right? And a lot of people actually don't do that. They just look at the goal, they write the plan, but they don't achieve it, and they wonder why. Listen, if you have a client who's struggling with addiction, they can go on Google and figure out how to get clean. You know, you got somebody who's struggling with depression, anxiety, all you got to do is Google, what do I have, what's the, how do I conquer depression? How do I conquer anxiety? And you can see a step-by-step plan of ways to do that. What to eat, what to think, everything, right? You can buy workbooks and do it, right? Most people don't focus on the inflection points, and that's why people don't reach their goals, right? It's relapse prevention. You got a client who's struggling with addiction. You're going to ask them, what are some things you can do to prevent a relapse? The people, the places, the things. Well, I'm asking you to do the same thing. I'm asking you to create a morning ritual that's going to add energy to your life, that's going to help you get your day off started on the right foot, with the right attitude. And when you try to do something like that, you're going to have some things that's going to come up that's going to cause you to relapse. Relapse is going back to a previous behavior. So instead of doing the new ritual, you're going to go back to what you're doing now. And chances are, if you are not productive, and if you're taking this course right now, so you probably could stand to be more productive, right? And if you can identify with being burnt out and frustrated, then it's time to change, right? We don't want to go back to a previous behavior because that's what we're trying to eliminate. We're trying to change those things. And the best way to do that is to start strong. That's why I did the first morning ritual for this course, because I want to hit the ground running. It's all about action, right? It's all about the actions you take. And I'm starting this course asking you to take action right now. What's your first morning ritual? What's the one thing that you can do right now to be more successful, to get more energy, to get more focused, right? Now, let me share something else about a ritual. The morning ritual for me did not only include working out. It was so much more. From putting my alarm clock to the other end of the room to leaving the door in the morning, I did a multitude of things, right? The first part of your day is the most important because it's it helps. It's where you get to set your attitude. Your attitude's good. It's positive. Chances are you're more likely to have a good day. If you start off the day with a negative attitude, chances are you're more likely to have a bad day. Right? Now those things can change, especially if you start off positive. There's certain things that could kind of hit you along the way, and we'll talk about that next week, right? But what did I do as in addition to my workout? Well, here's what I did. Once I came back home, because I would leave, I would go to a gym, and I would actually run at a nearby park. That's what I did. I felt so good. I mean, I was sweaty. I was, I felt like I did something, right? I felt like I did something. I felt alive. Came back home, and here's what I did. You're looking at on your screen right now a vegetable drink, okay? I would come home and I would drink a glass of this stuff you're looking at. I would drink a whole glass of this. Now, at first it was kind of different because I wasn't used to drinking vegetables. But here's the thing. You're going to want to put something in you at the beginning of the day. Some food, some type of food, or, some people drink protein drinks or something. Because you need it. Now, for me, I wasn't a big breakfast person. I'm not the type of person to probably sit down and eat a whole breakfast. But this was something that I could do. And drinking this actually added to the experience of my exercise routine. It was part of it. You see, that's the ritual. It was part of the routine. Right? I would drink it, and I would actually feel good. It enhanced this experience that I'm talking about. So once I did that, then, well, it was time to get ready for work. I couldn't necessarily go to work in my gym shorts and my sweaty shirt. So what I had to do, I had to get ready. I had to take a shower. I had to clean up, right? So what I did was as part of my shower routine, and I know you're going to laugh at me, but I'm going to tell you anyway. As part of my shower routine, I would use this stuff here that you're looking at. It was a shower gel, and it was a mint. There's little crystal, like little crystal balls in this gel that really almost, when you use it, your skin feels like it's alive. Like it feels like it's fresh. Even when you smell it, it's a methyl gel that when you smell it, it just makes your whole body and the senses come alive. I don't know how to explain this. I don't know what's in it. I know it's healthy for you, but the only word that I have for this product right here is that it made me feel fresh and focused. And I'm sure it was because of the kind of gel it was. Right? But I would use this. I would use this in the morning, and usually I would take a pretty warm shower. And then at the end of my shower, I would do this. I would turn the water all the way to cold. And for about 10 to 15 seconds, or as long as I could stand it, I would take a cold shower. And if there was a part of lazy bone in my body, it wasn't there anymore. I was alive. Every single part of me was focused, was alive. I was energized. I mean, taking a cold shower will wake you up. I promise you. That's why they say that you shouldn't do that at the end of the day because, before you're going to sleep, because it'll wake you up. Well, when you're going to work, right, in the beginning of your day, it actually has a pretty positive benefit. It's a positive result. Now, I know what you might be thinking, Bo, what does taking a shower have to do with being productive? You know, I thought this was work productive. You're talking about home productive. You know, listen to me very clearly. What you do at home affects what you'll do at work. And just like what you do at work can affect your home life. I mean, we've experienced this before. You know, how do you think my day went when I was hitting the snooze button 5 times, leaving my house at the last minute, rushing to work, hitting traffic, inability to focus on anything but how I'm late and how I can't get this thing right? And I mean, how do you think my day went? Now let's look at the new way of starting my day. I get up early, work out, run, eat, drink something healthy in the morning, feel fresh, feel clean, feel focused. I promise you, the chances of my day, my work day starting off right was a lot higher. Right? Now throughout Work Productive, I'll teach you how to maintain that, right? Because things come, right? Our day, there's all kind of stuff that our day throws at us. We got to know how to handle that. But you have the ability to start your day off fresh. And guess what? I used to, in addition to waking up at the last minute, I would drink loads and loads and gallons of coffee. Right now, I still love a little bit of coffee, especially in the morning. But when I worked out and when I drank my vegetable drink and I drank water, my caffeine intake went down. And that's a good thing. Right? Drinking a lot of caffeine is not necessarily healthy. Right? In fact, if anything, it causes anxiety. And physically, it's probably not healthy to do. Right? So by creating this ritual, I was able to change other areas of my life. Right? You can take charge of how you start your day right now.